Hello, passionate Manchester City fans. Get ready for an exciting update filled with news, behind-the-scenes rumors, and moves that could transform the Citizens' season. Before we dive deep into the latest updates, remember to hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the latest news from Manchester's Blue World. Manchester City recently secured an impressive 4-1 victory over West Ham United, regaining some momentum in the Premier League. However, while the scoreline suggests a comfortable win, a closer look at the numbers tells a different story. West Ham registered 17 shots, while City, with their trademark precision, managed only 10 attempts. This disparity reflects that despite the commanding result, the games remain challenging for Pep Guardiola's team, still searching for their best form. With the opening of the January transfer window, Manchester City sees a golden opportunity to strengthen the squad. According to Sam Wallace of The Telegraph, the current Premier League champions are making progress in negotiations to sign Omar Marmish, a forward from Eintracht Frankfurt. This talented Egyptian, coveted by giants like Liverpool, Newcastle United, and Arsenal, seems to be closer to the Etihad than any other destination. The deal could exceed $50 million. A figure that is justifiable when considering his current form in the Bundesliga. Marmish's numbers speak for themselves. He has even outshone prodigy Erling Haaland this season, becoming a constant nightmare for opposing defenses. With 12 goals in his last 10 league matches, his abilities extend beyond finishing plays. Marmish also offers 7 assists in contrast to Haaland's solitary assist and has missed 6 fewer big chances. This diverse set of offensive skills explains why Pep Guardiola and his coaching staff are so keen on the young player. Beyond his offensive movement, Marmish excels in free kicks. With an impressive 40% conversion rate, he brings a quality that could add a new dimension to City's set pieces. Host Doug Kitley described him as electric, referencing his ability to create magic from any position. So, what do you think, fans? Do you believe Marmish would be the perfect addition to Manchester City? Could he even overshadow Haaland? Share your thoughts in the comments. Shifting gears, let's dive into an epic rumor that has taken the football world by storm. Lionel Messi, the legendary 7-time Ballon d'Or winner, might be heading to Manchester City. If this sounds impossible, hold on tight because the signs are stacking up. Since Rodri's serious knee injury against Arsenal, Manchester City has suffered a collapse that has left Guardiola pulling his hair out. Just 3 wins in their last 15 games, with 10 defeats, a run no one could have imagined for the dominant team of recent years. In the face of this crisis, Pep Guardiola, known as a problem solver, might have a cinematic card up his sleeve. Internal sources indicate that Messi's arrival at the Etihad is practically certain, with a 98% confirmation. However, both City and the Argentine star are remaining absolutely silent on the matter, which only fuels further speculation. Sharp-eyed fans have already noticed clues left by Guardiola. Recently, he stated that great players always return to great challenges, a phrase that many believe was a direct reference to Messi. Imagine the magic of this possible reborn partnership. Messi under Guardiola's direction, leading the midfield, creating chances for Haaland, and enchanting the Etihad with his mastery of set pieces. Now let's imagine Lionel Messi wearing the Manchester City shirt, taking on a central role in Pep Guardiola's tactical setup. The relationship between these two football masters is well known. Together, Messi and Guardiola turned Barcelona into the most dominant team of their generation, revolutionizing the game with the famous tiki-taka and winning every possible title. But how would Messi fit into City's midfield? The absence of Rodri has brought defensive weaknesses, but it has also created space to rethink the team's creativity. Guardiola has always enjoyed reinventing players in new positions, and Messi could take on a hybrid role as a regista, a conductor who dictates the rhythm of the game, starts moves, and finds spaces where no one else sees them. With his innate ability to create chances, Messi could form a lethal partnership with Erling Haaland. Imagine precise passes slicing through opposing defenses, with Haaland receiving perfectly placed balls to finish. Additionally, the Argentine is a master of set pieces. Free kicks near the box would become virtual penalties for him, further increasing City's offensive options. Another advantage Messi would bring is his experience as a leader. As captain of the Argentine national team that won the World Cup, he demonstrated fierce determination and a unique ability to inspire his teammates. In City's dressing room, already home to stars like Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, Messi could add even more maturity, and ambition. This leadership would be crucial for a team that, while full of talent, has shown vulnerabilities when faced with recent adversity. Messi knows the path to major trophies and would know how to cope with the pressure of competing on multiple fronts, including the quest for the coveted Champions League title. Messi's presence at City would also highlight Guardiola's tactical genius. The Catalan coach is known for his ability to adapt and transform players. He has reinvented names like Philipp Lahm and Joshua Kimmich at Bayern Munich, and even Kevin De Bruyne, who became one of the most complete midfielders under his guidance. Messi, with his supernatural vision and surgical precision in passing, could be positioned deeper as a creator of depth plays. It would be a bold move, but a highly strategic one. Instead of being a classic finisher, he would become the creative engine, the brain behind City's attacks. Guardiola could also exploit Messi's versatility to alternate between midfield and attack, creating a fluid and unpredictable system. While City continues its efforts to sign Omar Marmish, it's worth comparing what each of these players offers. Marmish is young, explosive, and more similar to Haaland in terms of physical power and finishing ability. He brings energy and a constant presence in the opposition's area. His free kick ability is a bonus, but he is still developing the creative side of his game. On the other hand, Messi represents the opposite: experience, refined creativity, and a winning mentality. He doesn't need speed to dominate the field. His intelligence and technique make up for any loss of physical explosiveness. The combination of these two players, should both join City, would create a versatile and devastating team. If Messi truly joins Manchester City, the club will be positioning itself for a new era of success. Under Guardiola's guidance, Messi could redefine what it means to age in football, showing that intelligence and technique prevail over youth and vigor. City has ambitions not only to dominate England, but also to become a permanent powerhouse in Europe. Messi's arrival would be the ultimate symbol of this ambition. His presence would draw worldwide attention, boost the team's morale, and potentially take the citizens to the next level, transforming good campaigns into historic glories. In addition to the on-field impact, signing Lionel Messi would have significant commercial repercussions for Manchester City. Messi is not just a player, he is a global brand, a media phenomenon that transcends football. Since his arrival at Paris Saint-Germain, shirt sales have skyrocketed, and the French club has reached new heights of popularity and social media engagement. Imagine the similar, or even greater impact at City. The partnership between Messi and the marketing machine of the City Football Group would catapult the club into the global spotlight. New sponsorships would emerge, and the commercial value of the City brand would reach unprecedented heights. TV shows, documentaries, and exclusive collaborations with major companies would be almost inevitable. Furthermore, Messi would bring even more focus to English football, expanding the global audience of the Premier League. One of the reasons Guardiola may be so interested in bringing Messi back to work with him is the psychological and cultural impact he would have on the City dressing room. Messi embodies the mentality of an absolute winner. Having a player like him training alongside young talents and veterans, sharing stories of his greatest achievements, would create an inspiring and competitive environment. Messi's experience in tournament finals and high-pressure situations would be a treasure for a team like City, which, despite its domestic success, still seeks to solidify its place at the top of Europe with more Champions League titles. Under his leadership, players like Phil Foden and Julian Alvarez would have a unique opportunity to learn directly from one of the greatest in history. This could transform the club's future, creating a new generation of stars shaped by the Argentine's work ethic and genius. However, even with all the excitement surrounding Messi, it would be unfair to ignore the challenges he would face in the Premier League. English football is more physical and faster than any other league he has played in. Defenses are less forgiving and the intensity of the games is relentless. Adaptation would be necessary, but if anyone has the tools to adjust, it's Lionel Messi. Guardiola's system, which prioritizes possession and intelligent movement, would be designed to maximize Messi's strengths. Contrary to what many might think, he wouldn't need to run as much as the other players. His vision and ability to read the game would make him a maestro, moving the pieces on the board with surgical passes and precise touches. The prospect of Messi at Manchester City would bring significant concerns to the direct competitors in the Premier League in Europe. Clubs like Liverpool, Arsenal, and Real Madrid would have to reconsider their tactics to cope with the Argentine's presence on the pitch. While Haaland terrifies defenders with his strength and speed, Messi would bring a different threat: unpredictability. He can create something out of nothing, whether with a sublime assist or an unlikely shot in the top corner. The combination of the two, Haaland and Messi, would create an attack that no team would be fully prepared to face. If Omar Marmish also signs with City, it would present an interesting puzzle for Guardiola. Marmish, with his athletic ability and lethal finishing, could act as a complementary option or a direct replacement for Haaland. He would add depth to the squad, allowing for smart rotations and ensuring that the team remains fresh and competitive on all fronts. While Marmish represents the future, Messi symbolizes the legendary present. The coexistence of both would not only strengthen the squad, but also mark the beginning of a smooth transition, with Marmish learning directly from the master. City fans around the world are eager to see what the future holds. Will Messi really wear the sky blue of Manchester? If he does, it would be a historic moment, a true turning point for the club. The euphoria, the expectation, and the stories that would unfold from this are almost impossible to measure. More than just results, Messi would bring magical moments that would live in the memory forever. Enchanting dribbles, unforgettable goals, and assists that defy logic. He would embody the style of play that Guardiola has always dreamed of implementing at City, a perfect fusion of art and... Now that we've explored the individual impact of Messi and Marmish, let's imagine how Guardiola could adapt his formation to integrate these two creative forces into Manchester City. Pep is known for his ability to develop innovative tactics and shape systems around the skills of his most talented players. The arrival of Messi would add a new layer of complexity and possibilities to City's tactical approach. One of the most likely formations would be a variation of the 4-2-3-1, with Messi playing as a central attacking midfielder, the so-called number 10, floating behind Haaland. This would allow Lionel to utilize his vision to distribute short and long passes, find space between the defensive lines, and orchestrate plays that end in goals. Marmish, in turn, could be positioned either as a second striker in a more offensive formation or as a strategic substitute to ensure freshness and dynamism in attack. Another intriguing possibility would be the use of a hybrid 3-4-3, in which Messi would have complete freedom to create and move between midfield and attack. City has already experimented with similar variations with creative players, but none have had Messi's brilliance. He would benefit from the quick plays of Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, while Marmish would bring depth and speed to offensive transitions. This system would also leverage the talents of João Cancelo or Rico Lewis as attacking fullbacks, further amplifying the team's firepower. As Messi approaches the end of his career, the decision to play for one more season at a European club would have emotional and historical significance. Over 2 decades, he has broken records, won titles, and enchanted fans from all continents. But what would motivate his choice of Manchester City? The answer may lie in the desire to work with Guardiola again, the coach who helped transform his talent into something truly revolutionary. Under Pep's guidance at Barcelona, Messi developed the ability to be both the goal scorer and the creator, redefining the role of the false nine and dominating world football. This would be a reunion full of nostalgia and a pursuit of one final epic triumph together. If Messi were to win the Champions League with City, he would join an exclusive group of legends who won the tournament with different clubs at crucial points in their careers. This achievement would further cement his legacy as the greatest of all time, while also giving City the definitive status of a European giant. Now let's return to the strategic importance of the January transfer window for Manchester City. Traditionally, Pep is not a big fan of significant changes mid-season, but the circumstances have forced a different approach. Rodri's injury and recent inconsistencies have made it clear that strengthening the squad is not just an option, but a necessity. The introduction of Marmish as a new offensive threat and the potential arrival of Messi as a creator would completely transform City's horizon. The January window can notoriously be difficult for closing deals, but the club's financial resources and unwavering ambition put them in a favorable position. Having both Messi and Marmish in the same squad would raise the level of internal competition and create a tactical depth that no English or European rival could match. Messi's transfer to Manchester City wouldn't just be a monumental event for the club, but a seismic shift in the global football landscape. Imagine the media coverage, the endless discussions about his impact on the Premier League, and the comparisons to the Barcelona days. Shirt sales would skyrocket, and City's games would become must-watch events for spectators from all over the world. Moreover, a transfer of this magnitude would reignite the eternal debate about who is the greatest player of all time. Messi's ability to excel in yet another elite league, leading City to new triumphs, would put an end to the doubts of many critics. And how would it feel to see Messi face his old rival Cristiano Ronaldo, should both be in teams competing in Europe once again? This possibility would add an extra layer of drama and excitement. If, for some reason, City fails to complete the transfers of Messi and Marmish, the emotional impact would be profound. The expectation of such a powerful duo has been created, and disappointment among fans would be inevitable. However, the transfer market is unpredictable, and even the most guaranteed deals can fall through at the last moment. In this scenario, Guardiola would need to adjust his tactics and seek alternatives to fill the gaps in midfield and attack. Fortunately, City has a history of identifying emerging talents and adapting them to their style, but nothing would compare to the magic Messi would bring. His absence would leave a gap that no one else could fill. Manchester City is on the brink of a historic moment, and the arrival of Messi and Marmish has the potential to change the course of modern football. Negotiations are ongoing, and each day brings new speculation and hints as to how it will all end. The question remains, will Guardiola be able to shape his dream team, or will this be a story of near misses? What do you think, fan? Will Messi wear the sky blue shirt? Will Marmish be the missing piece in attack? Leave your comment, share your theories, and get ready for a conclusion that promises to be epic. If you want more updates and detailed analysis, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. The saga continues, and we'll be here to tell every chapter.